Morning you lot, I hope you're all having a great day. Today is my 12-month wedding anniversary, so I want to talk to you a little bit about the last 12 months of being a married man, and I also want to talk about the ball that changed the ball. Yes, I do mean the Callaway Chrome Soft, but I also want to talk to you more about the Vice golf ball. Also, I forgot to mention, there's no golf footage this week because I didn't play in the Saturday knock, but that's for a very good reason, and I want to go through that with you in a bit more detail. As I was saying, I got married 12 months ago today, so this is my first official wedding anniversary. So we got married on a warm-ish February day. It was a Saturday, so, and is at the moment quite possibly the biggest achievement I've ever done in my life. It beats everything else. It was just a great day, you know. Not only was it a great achievement for me, but it also surprised a hell of a lot of people, because I spent most of my life saying that I was never going to get married and I was definitely never having kids, and on that day everything changed because I got married and Charlotte officially became my stepdaughter, which again is another great achievement of mine. So, you know, we've got photos, videos, all sorts commemorating the day, but I'm not showing any of you guys that, because they're special to us and my family, so I won't be sharing any of that stuff. I just wanted to say, Jode, thank you for agreeing to marry me. Thank you for the last 12 months, and I hope we have many more happy years together. So normally around this time you would have seen footage of what I'd been up to on the course on Saturday. But there's two very good reasons why you haven't seen any footage today. One is I was playing a match, so I wanted to concentrate on the actual match, and two, it was snowing. So my main two concentration points for Saturday was, one, winning the match, and two, trying to stay warm because it was flipping cold. It's a bit of a shame that I didn't have my camera available, because I missed probably one of the funniest shots I have ever seen. And when I say funny, it was only funny after the event. At the time, it was quite concerning. So we were on the 4th of the gold, which would be our 13th hole of the round. So obviously an unlucky number for some. And it was particularly unlucky for Dave on Saturday. So he hit a really good tee shot, and then unfortunately pulled his second shot into the trees. Well, it rattled around in the trees. Me and my playing partner were already safe on the green. So after much deliberation between Dave and his playing partner, as this was a pairs match, they decided that Dave should take on a narrow gap through the trees directly to the green, instead of playing out and hoping to get up and down for a 5-net 4, because Dave had a shot. So Dave lined up to take the shot, hit the ball, plumbed a tree about 6 feet in front of him, and the ball came straight back and smashed him just on the inside of his leg, missing centre stump by a matter of inches. So Dave went down on the floor as you would do. I thought he had hit himself in the head, so started running over from where I was, only to see that his playing partner John, in fits of hysterics, thinking that he had smashed himself in his gentleman area from 6 foot. So yeah, Dave Hughes is going to be our new club captain shortly, but for the rest of time, he will be known to me as Captain Crotch. But back to the most important assessment from Saturday's match, my own personal play. Now, it's well documented that I have been struggling with my game for a few weeks now. I'd like to say that on Saturday was a little bit different, but it wasn't. I struggled a little bit with my play due to a swing change that I'm trying to put in to get rid of the shallowness in my swing. I'm not swinging very hard, so I'm probably losing about a club to a club and a half's worth of distance, which proved quite pivotal at points on Saturday. On the first hole, for instance, I came up short in a bunker, and then a few holes later I had 132 yards, which should be a fairly nice 9-iron, and I came up short, like way short. So it was cold, like I say, it was snowing, but I did put a run of good holes together. I got up and down for par on the 6th, got up and down for par on the 7th, made a good 2-putt for par on the 8th, which was playing really tough on the day. We still lost the hole because Dave had a shot, and then 12, 13 and 14 I went birdie par par, which put us to 3 up, and then we just halved the next 2 holes to win the match. I want to say thanks to Andy, because on the front 9 he really did keep us in the game. He shot 2 over gross, played really well, so cheers Andy. So yeah, on to the next round, so we'll see what that brings. I want to talk about golf balls briefly. I want to talk specifically about the Vice golf balls I currently play that I've already reviewed on here. I'll put the link in the description below. Don't get me wrong, the balls are great. At the price point, I think they're a really fantastic proposition, particularly as the more you buy, the cheaper they get. But one thing I noticed, especially particularly as I played the match on Saturday, and I didn't actually use a Vice golf ball, I found during periods over the winter when it's been cold, for some reason I can't get the Vice ball to travel as far as my other balls that I've played in the past. Don't know what it is. I don't know if it's in the construction of the ball or what. I just don't seem to get that same distance. It's probably me, all down to me. So on Saturday I used Pro V1X, which is the ball I used to game before switching to Vice. Now, one of the big things that I found between the two of them is that the Vice feels a lot firmer off the face of my driver than what the Titleist did, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but for me personally, I don't think it's really a good thing. I struggle anyway with swing tempo, and having that firmer feeling ball makes me want to hit it harder, which isn't necessarily a good thing, because it takes all my timing out and I'll hit low hooks or high blocks, or sometimes I'll just top it off the tee about 3 yards. So, as well as the fact that I've had a couple of them crack on me while I'm using them, I'm not sure if I'm going to carry on using them, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. I love the Titleist Pro V1X. Like I said, I've gamed it for a couple of years previously, and I was really happy with it. What made me switch to the Vice ball was the price point and how attractive it was, which brings me on to the golf ball with the slogan of the ball that changed the golf ball. The Callaway Golf released the Chrome Soft 2 years ago. I played it for a short while and I didn't like the first incarnation of it. It didn't feel right for some reason, whether or not it is because it was so low compression and the people that had played it and reviewed it, like Mark Crossfield, Steve Buzzer and that, kind of referred it to an old Balata ball, which I've never played. So I didn't like it. Then went back to my Pro V, had really good success, got my handicap down a few more shots, and didn't really do anything, and then swapped to the Vice ball, just purely because of that bad experience. But I've noticed now that Callaway have bought out a 4-piece version of the Chrome Soft, which is still called the Chrome Soft, and then they've also bought out the Chrome Soft X. Now, what I've read from that ball, I believe that could be the one for me, as it's a bit like the Pro V1X and stuff like that. The one thing I have noticed though is that they say that if you do struggle with hooks and slices, that it might not necessarily be the ball. If you believe that it's the ball that in part that generates the spin, which it's not, it's your angle of attack and all that jazz. So I'm thinking I might give the Chrome Soft another go, but I'm not entirely sure yet. What do you guys think? Do you think I should persevere with the Vice golf ball as it is an unknown quantity in the market? They're trying to get market share. As the ball progresses, they might sort out the issue with it being a bit firm on the face with the driver, or maybe that's why they've done it, because that's why they're trying to make it feel firm off the tee but then soft around the greens. Or do you think there's no, I'm not sponsored, I have to pay for all my golf balls, so I know the Chrome Soft's the same price. So do you think that maybe I should get a dozen Chrome Softs and do a full comparison? Let me know. Post your comments down below. That about does it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel below. Follow me on all my other social media platforms. And don't forget, golf is a game of how many, not how. Hit it hard, go find it, hit it hard again, never lay up. I'll see you tomorrow.